I think it's, I think it's an exciting portrayal of a woman that we don't see very often. It's sort of she's an anti-hero. You understand her, and then you're just angered by her at moments, or you're frustrated with her. And I think, she's really a complicated pickle of a person, and I think a fascinating one. And I think Maggie took it, to a place that for me I couldn't even imagine. But I've really enjoyed that, and I guess I'm frustrated sometimes both as an artist and as a person who watches movies and enjoys cinema. I don't really see that portrayal often, so so I'm happy to be changing that in a small way. But yeah,
And also, isn't so much of what's happening right now about many women collectively saying we are not satisfied with what we're being given, where we are waking up to our need and our hunger and our desire. And a lot of people have been asking me about, my politics in terms of what's going on in Hollywood right now. And it's amazing to walk down the street here and feel like my visceral politics are our movie. It's like.
And I'm just going to add that so much of the election to me was about female likability, and this the importance of it that sometimes just sickens me, to be honest. And I've really enjoyed crafting a character that isn't perfectly likable.
There was this thing that happened the first, I just went to one screening here of our movie. It was the first time I saw it with an audience. Maybe you were there, I don't know. I don't want to give, maybe I shouldn't say, I'll try and do it in as cryptic a way as possible. There's a scene in the poetry club. Should I not give anything away? There's a place where the audience laughed, really laughed at her. And I felt, to be honest, I felt heartbroken. And there's they guffawed at her. There's a vindictive feeling a little bit at this woman. And then the very next scene is her alone in the bathroom with this little boy weeping, in a lot of actual real pain. And I thought, yeah, you can't judge her. You can't really laugh at her all the way. You could maybe laugh a little. You can certainly judge some, but then there's this whole other element. And I feel like you said she's a complicated pickle of a woman, but what woman isn't, and I do really feel grateful for, to be able to actually put somebody like that on screen.
Well, to maybe put it sort of in terms of a question, I think that your performance here, also your performance on The Deuce, you have this real affinity for portraying the inner conflict of someone, the sense that there are multiple feelings at work within this person at the same time. And I'm reluctant to say, what's the trick to that? How do you do that? But it does seem like something that's it's unusual to see. I assume that it's unusual to do and to perform. And is there something for you, is there a reason why you think maybe you are particularly good at that, or that you're able to convey to an audience all that's going on inside of a character like this?
I guess I feel like I said, it's so rare that you get to play someone that can have 10 thoughts at once, that when you're offered that, you're I'm going to have them. I'm going to have all of them. Thank you, David Simons. Thank you, Sara Colangelo. I'm going to put as many thoughts as I can possibly put into this woman. It's I have a lot I want to